All right. Day, everybody. Oh, you can kind of see I got things going on here. I want to put that X-Trig on. It's late at night. I just got off of work. I'm tired. My back has been killing me. If you watch the race videos, that was rough. And I'm old. And I tried to make a video yesterday, but my back just hurt so bad that I just said, I bent down and I didn't think I was going to get back up. So I've been heating it, soaking. Now I think I'm ready to try this X-Trig. I did take the wheel off. I just wanted to check some bearings and things like that. So just some things, If you've seen my posts, I had an issue with the fuel boiling. I put the stock gas cap back on. It boiled with the stock gas cap, so I put the fancy red one on thinking that may help, but I had the little short with the thing, with the little vent release valve. But the tank got so big that it swelled up so big because the little pressure deal on my first race. The tank swelled up so big that it broke actually the plastic, not the tank, but the shroud plastic where they looped together. It broke them and split them apart. So as soon as I took the cap off, the tank shrunk, just went. I mean, it was like, and it shrunk down big time. So lesson learned. I should have vented it. So for the second race, I vented it, but I still have the same problem. I don't know. The bike, the radiator hoses, that thermostat delete, the bike ran so much cooler. The fans didn't kick on not until like after the race when I stopped. It cut on because it got too hot. But without it, the bike ran really cool. So it was great. The only problem is I think heat coming through the radiators plus heat from the exhaust, it's boiling the fuel. It is. I know it's the cheap ethanol. I run 93 octane, but it didn't do it on the Husky. So, and that was a 450. And I don't know. I think maybe the radiator's a little bit too close to the tank. There's so many things it could be, but I thought the 450 would have done it more than this 390. I lugged it a lot. It may have generated a lot of heat in the clutches. But like I said, the fans didn't kick on the radiator. So that means that the engine was staying cool, but there was just a lot of heat generated. But I want to put that X-Trig on, something fierce. So we're going to do that now. I think my back's good enough right now. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to be able to remove this bottom bolt, this top bolt, the exhaust, and then we should be able to pull that bad boy right out of this side here, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be nice. I'm not going to make you watch that or suffer through it. But let me talk about some plans I got for this thing. So I've decided I need about 100 more RPM, I think. I think that may help with some of my starting issues. Because when it starts up from a dead engine start, it gets too low, and I think I need to bump it up so it doesn't get that low, because if it does start and it starts, I have to wait a few seconds to get on the gas, or I may run the risk of it stalling and then trying to crank it up forever. But I am going to do another thing too. I've decided I am going to put the FMF on. I'm gonna call my beta dealer tomorrow. Well, the closest beta dealer, the place I'd like to use, High Tom Motorsports. They're in Thomasville, North Carolina. They're a little over 4 hours away, and luckily I do have a beta dealer that's only about an hour away. So I am going to call in tomorrow, and hopefully they're good guys. Most of these beta guys, we're a community, folks. We're a community. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. and we'll get back to it. I'll talk about the care packs at the end of the video, I don't know. I may throw some KYB stickers on the forks. They came in. I ordered them like forever ago and totally forgot about them, but stickers came in. I also got some funky doohickey. I got to figure out how to use this thing, but here you go. Get my phone out the way. Ugh. So I got a KYB sticker and I got a chain adjusting tool. The best part about this, it says for installation instruction, visit betausa/accessories-instructions. Beta. There's nothing on this. So don't put it on there. Right? Come on now. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But is the bike supposed to be is it supposed to be on the ground on the side stand, or is it supposed to be like this with the wheel hanging? I'm thinking on the side stand because that's what's in the manual on how to adjust your chain, I think. But we'll try. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what gets us the best specs. So 6 minutes in, I've talked your ear off. Let's try to get this shock off. No, we'll get some more tools. I will try to stay out of your way. Just trying to take care of my back a little bit. So I'm gonna sit down instead of being bent over the whole time. Ugh. So, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna pull this exhaust off. I think I got 2 screws here. Ugh. Oh, that heating pad is like amazing. I could use the drill, but not me. I don't feel like doing it. Hopefully this is going to be easy. It'd be nice. Oh. Well, hopefully you like those race videos. Oh gosh. Oh, back. Don't fail me now. Man, I hope this heals. I got that. Oh, looky there. I just noticed something. You talk about tightening bolts. This bolt's missing altogether. Not good. Not gooder. I'll have to figure that one out. So let's see what goes there. Alright, well. Check your bolts, folks. Check your bolts. Before and after every ride. That's weird. Again, I just lost the kickstand bolt was backing out. What bolt? I'm scared. I'm gonna check them all now. So let's see here. Oh, come on out. At least I didn't lose that. Except for right now. Hopefully. There's probably a cool one on the back. So. I'll have to see what I'm missing. But this is going bye-bye anyway. Hopefully they got it in stock. So we'll get the FM mapping. See what I'm missing, but let's see. Did you know in the wiring diagrams all the wire colors are in Italian? Oh my gosh. Back, don't fail me. Oh God. So we are going to, don't want to strain myself. I'm going to do something I don't like to do. Is use my torque wrench to back and bolt out. But I'm going to do it because it's a cheap one. Proper torquing is for the birds. I just want the extra leverage from the handle. Oh, that's all it needed. I could use the drill for this, but the drill's way the heck over there. I think. No, it's not. It's right there. I was like, I'm gonna take the skid plate off. Oh, panicky for a second. Put the cake down here. So I know in the SOX shock, I was doing some research. You need a spring compressor, I think, to take it off the rest of the way. Hopefully the KYB is not the same, but you never know. If I do have to compress the spring, I will turn the video off. I don't want y'all to watch me get deformed as I try to compress the spring without the proper tools. I did forgot what I was gonna say. Now let's see if this will come out like they say on the internet. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true. Holy crud! Look at that, folks. Now I would have been even smarter if I would have taken the collar off while it was still on the bike. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to this, and I won't let you guys suffer through this. Y'all suffered enough. So I do want to talk about a few things. Getting the shock out of this that way, that was probably one of the easiest. Most European bikes, like the other one sitting in this garage that's not in the picture, you basically have to take the whole motorcycle apart, get the shock out. So that was pretty easy. I have beat the collar to death. So it's now at the top of its stroke. Don't judge me on how bad that looks. I ain't never using it again. The X-Trig is going to be sold with the bike. I can guarantee you that. So once you get it all the way up, you take the spring up. You get the spring up, and then you got this bottom collar. All right, there's this little rubber doohickey. Your bump stop down here. You just kind of usually pry that out of the way. Yep. You can just kind of pry it out of that collar there and just push it deeper in there. So once you get that off, get the rest of this guy out of here. And you get your spring, your lower spring collar, your top spring collar. Once you get that, once you get this collar off, the bottom race, I guess, for the spring, separated from this collar, then you can just drop the collar down on the shaft and pull it out. That's what this slot's for. Then once that's done, you can usually just spring off, right? Easier than setting a clock. So we're gonna set that down in the position I took it off. There we go. Don't be scared of this thing. It ain't, well, pros can fix it if you mess it up usually, or you buy something nicer. So just keep all your parts handy. You don't need them. Make sure you put them back the same way they came off. Typically lay everything back down in the way it came off, just for in case I have to step away for a couple days or a year. I'll typically spray some lubricant on these threads just to help these things. I'll spray some lubricant on the threads just to help these collars roll off, because we ain't gonna need them, right? That X-Trig doesn't use this, so we're just gonna wheel this guy off, and 3 years later I will have these off. I promise they will come off. Back's starting to wear out a little bit too, so that's why spraying the lube helps a little bit. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I think that's how it goes. I'm old, so I haven't heard that song in forever. So, all right, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna keep going. Next thing you'll see is me messing with the X-Trig. Oh, there's something funny there. Check my threads out. All right, probably got some dirt in there. Success. The X-Trig is on the shock. Alright, so that was actually it should have been uneventful, but it turned out to be eventful for me. But hey, we're gonna put this back on the bike. Looks good. I got it mounted. So let's put it back on. Yeah, I didn't get the video. It was an ordeal. I had to put the shock back in the frame. Something wrong with the threads on this shock. So I got it straightened out. I think nobody's else had that kind of trouble. This should be a simple job, and it should not take a lot of time. Something was up with this one, so we're gonna drop this back in. Make sure this didn't rotate, and your rebound adjuster is on that back side there, still there. Will be nice. Of course, it's being tight now. I ended up putting it back in the quit being ugly. Oh, I see. She's being ugly, y'all. The X-Trig's making it a little bit tighter because it doesn't want to quite go in. So let's see if we can get her in that way there. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of upward movement there. Rolling the bottom up. Oh, let's get that bolt in there. Make sure you didn't lose anything, like your caps or anything. Put a little grease on this. My back is acting up a little bit. Now, I had my grease yesterday, and now, of course, I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. It's on the seat. I want to heat things up. A little bit, fellers. A little bit. Fillets. Don't need a lot. I did check the bearings. They are good to go. So we're not messing with those. I'm gonna put that bottom one in. Get her started. I took the battery out of that. We'll torque these up. A little bit of grease goes a long way. Oh, my back. Really hurting right now. sure that cap didn't fall off that side. Cap is in. Now, just gonna pick up the rear swing arm, guide this bad boy into position. Once you get in there, get her hand tight. I get grease on everything. Alright, start this right. Let's snug these up. Alright, top and bottom. It's in. I'm gonna torque this thing up. Y'all don't need to watch me torque it up unless you want to know the torque specs. It's really nice. Look at that. You can get in there. 8mm. Couple turns. Drill works fantastic. You know, one of those impacts. Get a little 1/4 inch. Make some fast changes. I think I got the preload set where it's supposed to be. I'll get my mow tool out and I'll do this. I'll do my slack checker there. But it's pretty slick. I've always wanted one of these. I just think they're cool looking. So plus not having to hammer on those collars, I just about had to beat that old one to death. So quick and simple, you guys. I'm struggling right now. I'm hurting, so my back is bothering me. I am going to call it a night, and you guys have a good one.